How's it going? Welcome back. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get Siri to call Jeffrey Bachman. He has his professional debut this Friday. So, give me 1 second. Hey, Siri, call Jeff Bro.
Calling Jeff Bro Mobile.
See if he answers. 8:15 in the morning.
What up, dude?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Didn't know if you were sleeping or not.
No, sir.
Nice. Yeah. So right now, you're on the little talk show, and wanted to call and catch you off guard. Just throw a couple questions at you, see how you're feeling and where you're at for your upcoming professional debut.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah. So I know that you've been working real hard lately on getting some marketing and advertising put together, and I think what would be a better way than getting the people to know you.
What was the question?
I just was saying basically, what would be a better way to get people to know you than talk to you?
Show, I guess, is a pretty good idea. Making a highlight video, giving somebody a background story or documentary, something that they can truly get to know me.
Right on. So first, I just want to ask, how long have you been doing martial arts?
So it's kind of a tricky question because I started when I was a kid, but I didn't really know that I was getting into martial arts. It was just wrestling at first. That was about 15 years ago. And then after high school, I started fighting. And then after a couple of fights, I actually got into it. About 8 to 10 years I've been training.
So you're going to, basically you started out in wrestling in schools?
Yes, sir.
How do you think that really started a transition into mixed martial arts?
I think that was the best thing for me because wrestling is one of the best bases for a fighter. It gave me my roots to stick to.
No, I can agree with that. Seeing, I think wrestling training is super intense, and because of the training, it really does help you develop the discipline. So I think wrestling is a huge background. You look at some of the greatest fighters of our generation and probably of all time, like Khabib, Randy Couture, Mark Coleman. I mean, these guys, Dan Severn, these guys are monsters. So, you said you started training, you said 8 years ago?
For Muay Thai and boxing, yeah, but wrestling about 15 years ago. And you are correct about that. Wrestling is the most intense combat sport you could do. Not a lot of people make it as a wrestler. Also, it gives you the hustle that no other sport does, the grind that no other sport does, the push that no other sport does.
Well, that's
Wrestlers
interesting.
have an amazing pressure.
What side? You said a lot of guys don't make it in wrestling. What do you think breaks them? What do you think makes them quit wrestling?
Just the hard work, the dedication. Not a lot of people want to put in the work to continue to do that every day, day in and day out.
True.
It's a lot of work. It's more work than just any other sport.
Yeah, it's difficult, and that's a subject I think we could have a conversation for days on. Just not having the support around them to push them and keep going, or just mentally not having that ability to push themselves into second gear.
Exactly.
So what would you say today? So you started wrestling, and then what was the one thing that between wrestling and today? What was the one thing that kept your interest?
I just love fighting, dude. I've been love fighting since I was a kid, even before wrestling. Elementary school, that was my thing, dude. After school, go punch someone in the fucking face.
Whoa.
Excuse my language. I'm sorry, sir.
No, it's all good. Yeah, we're gonna bleep that out. But yeah, definitely. Since there's definitely has to be a little fighter in you to want to continue it. I think even just to get into the cage alone, there has to be something inside of you. What is that, do you think?
I don't exactly know, you know. It's just, it's my heart, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
Warrior inside me.
Right. Right on. Right on.
Don't have no quit, you know.
Do you so all right, let's jump back for a second. So you started wrestling. Wrestling kind of created this, we'll say, competitive culture to you. You really wanted to, excel in that, sounds like. So you went and started that about 15 years ago, and you said you started training mixed martial arts 8 years ago?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you just basically did wrestling for about 7 years steady without any of the other arts involved?
Yes, sir. All through middle school and high school.
Yeah, so how do you think it was to add the other forms into your wrestling background?
I think everything kind of just came naturally, but I did have to switch up a lot to do with my stance because it kept me with like a square body.
Yeah, I remember some of your earlier fights. You know, when you started to learn boxing, I remember how flat-footed and just kind of you just had this more stomp to you.
Even so, I was so squared off. Just the movements came natural. Slipping came natural. I was always so fast and agile, able to see things, you know? And I think that just comes from the wrestling.
Right. No, wrestling, I agree. I really do. I'm always stand on that. I think wrestling is the foundation for a good discipline, good training, good mindset, good mentality. You know, you get to start that at a really young age, and it's something that it just really does come natural to a lot of people, and it all depends on them to excel in it. Like you were saying, a lot of people quit. So what would you say today is your favorite art out of all that you train? What is your favorite?
My favorite, honestly, is Muay Thai, man. I love punching. I love kicking. I love moving. I love slipping and dodging. I love creating the angles and setting things up, making you chase me.
Right.
Like run into a right hand or a head kick.
Yeah, head kicks.
Just the art of it, you know.
So why do you pick Muay Thai? Muay Thai, for those that don't know, Muay Thai is a kickboxing, is under an umbrella of kickboxing. You have Savate, you have Taekwondo, you have Muay Thai, and then there's several different styles. But why do you lean more to Muay Thai?
Kickboxing is great in general, but just the traditional Muay Thai I like because they're so mean, they're so disciplined, they're so strong. Like, if you watch any of these bad fighters, they're known to keep a form and not break out of it. Yeah. They take a head kick, they block it, and then they stay that form and they react.
Yeah, as you're saying it, I'm starting to get that Muay Thai bounce. They can do that Muay Thai bounce while they just keep coming forward and just Muay Thai. I like Muay Thai too. You know, I think for me growing up, the Taekwondo was more where I kind of fell into. I love the flashiness. You know,
I love it too.
There's different styles of kicks.
I like to mix a little bit of it all in there.
Oh, absolutely.
And take a little bit from each because each of them have their own greatness.
Right.
I feel like if you take a little bit from each, you form this ultimate kickboxing stance that not a lot of people know what to do with.
Yeah. No, so I would say if I was to point out, you said there's a warrior inside of you, and I think that warrior inside of you chooses Muay Thai over Taekwondo. I'm not opposed to getting hit, blocking, or moving forward, but I have to say that, again, Muay Thai is one that's just, you have to have some warrior in you to just walk up and just constantly just chop each other up. I mean, leg kicks and punches.
That's what it is, man. It's that fearless warrior that just wants to brawl and make you miss and make you pay, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, go ahead. You got your professional debut coming up here, and you know that is, what is that? That is Friday, November 18th. Hold on, I'm trying to check here. Go ahead. Actually, you know what? You tell us where and when to catch you in your professional debut.
So yeah, that's actually November 18th, coming up in about 6 days at the Motor City Casino downtown Detroit in the Soundboard. I wouldn't advise anybody to miss that. It's going to be one hell of a show.
Nice. Yeah, especially to be in Motor City, the heart of Detroit, casino. I mean, the atmosphere downtown is electric. All the events that are going to be taking place surrounding this event, and just amazing night in the Motor City. Weather looks like it's going to be fairly decent, dry, so you can take a stroll downtown, enjoy that. But most importantly, Jeff, I want to thank you for giving me some of your time. And I want to let you know that we here are rooting for you. I know that the training has been intense, and I know that you've been putting a lot of focus and energy into this debut. I'm excited for you. I would wish you luck, but there is no luck in this sport, as we both know. And if there's anybody you want to shout out real quick, anything you got going on, you want to mention real quick, go ahead.
Well, actually, first things first, man, it's all glory to God. I couldn't have done this without him. He put everything in place for me. I just showed up and did my job.
Amen.
Also, I want to thank everybody that come out to support me. They bought hoodies, they bought shirts. I sold 70 tickets. I got a crowd that's coming, and they're just ready. They're just as ready as I am, if not more ready. I want to shout out to the baddest team in Michigan top team. I got some of the top tier coaches there: Darren Cruikshank, Kara, KO, Rowe, Jason Fisher, Ariel. We got a pretty bad team, and they're standing right there behind me with, supporting me with the most support.
Right.
And I can't thank them enough.
All right, right before you go, I want to ask you, we got some big fights coming up tonight. You got Dustin Poirier versus Michael Chandler. Who do you got?
Oh, man, that's going to be a banger, and that's going to be just like the Gaethje and Chandler fight. But honestly, I think Dustin's going to take this one.
Nice.
Chandler's a great fighter, and he's a brawler, and he's in great shape, but that's number 1 light division versus number 6 light division,
Right. All right, well, we got Adesanya versus Pereira. And I might have just butchered that name, but we know Alex has knocked out Izzy twice now. Where are you at with that?
So I heard, actually, I didn't watch the second fight, but I heard the second fight. He was robbed. Adesanya was robbed for that fight. I don't even know if it was actually a knockout. The first one, he did get caught, but Adesanya was winning that fight before he got caught. So if Adesanya could keep his distance and not get caught, I think he could take this fight. They both evolved since way back when. That's been a while since they fought. And plus this is MMA, not kickboxing, so it's going to be a little bit different of a fight for them.
Nice. I like it. I do. I like it. I'm excited to see it. I know I shouldn't leave off with Weili and Carla, but who you got there?
I think Weili is going to destroy.
Yeah, me too. I'm not even really too excited. So.
Dude, man.
Yeah, I think it's cool that Carla came back. I mean, the whole bounce back. She was the champion at one time, got absolutely destroyed by my favorite female fighter of all time, Joanna. But then she came back after years, and regardless of how the fight went, she took the title. So congratulate her on that. But sorry, I think Weili's going to smash this one. Smash like Chamaya. So, but once again, Jeff, thank you. It's an honor. It's a privilege. Definitely can't wait to see you in action, and we will be giving updates next Saturday of how that goes, along with all the fights that happen tonight. So once again, Jeff, thank you.
I appreciate you very much. It was an honor.
Hey, you have a blessed one, and I will talk to you soon.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.